feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
Hello. Oh my gosh, we are going old school with that intro music. That just like takes me back to 2018, 2019. I feel like that was the good old days of YouTube. Before, I don't know, probably TikTok ruined everybody's attention span. I feel like now everyone is just into watching the shorts and the TikToks and all the things, and we cannot focus, right? It's just, anyway, that's a totally another subject, but I am today going to be focusing on a home reset. I started doing this on Sundays because weeks and weeks and weeks ago, I was talking to you guys about like, gosh, I've been struggling on Mondays, and I think part of it is I'm expecting my Monday to be like when I get my butt in gear. But if you start on Monday a few steps back from the starting line, then you're just not going to feel motivated, right? And so that is where, for example, like my nighttime routine comes in. I start it the night before so that in the morning I can hit the ground running. And it's the same with this. It's like start on Sunday, and then on Monday morning you can hit the ground running. So I've been doing that and it's been working really well. And then the other thing that I'm going to be focusing on today is decorating my home for the new year. I took down all of my Christmas, all the holiday decor, actually a couple weeks ago now, and now I'm finally getting around to decorating my home and getting it just put together and feeling all nice. So those are the things that I'm going to be sharing with you today. Okay, so something I'm so excited about is I will be doing a total office makeover in the coming weeks. I'm not sure exactly when it's gonna be, finished and everything, but I will share it for sure. As you may know, I really did not bring a whole lot of things from the old house. The only furniture that I really brought is like a sideboard and a dresser, and then I brought basically all of my office furniture, because that was not anything that really needed to be split. And then most of the rest of the furniture was left at the old house. I go back and forth on what I should have done or not, but that's how it turned out, so it's fine. And in the end, I think it'll end up being a good thing, because I do believe that things carry memories. And the funny thing is I have spent hours upon hours upon hours working in my office on that very furniture that sits in my office right now. And when I think back to my old office, I literally do not think about working. I think about a lot of bad memories and moments that happened in my office walls. And the reason that I started to come upon that realization is because I noticed once I moved into the new house, I never want to come in my office here. I could never kind of put my fingers on it, but I would rather take my little 13-inch laptop and work in my bedroom, on a couch, literally anywhere except for to come into my office. And I've just struggled with this room. And I think that that's why. I think that the furniture, all the furniture that I brought with me, really just carries a lot of bad memories and those kind of things with it. And so that is the reason that I'm going to be doing a full office makeover in the coming weeks. And I'm just really, really excited. So anyway, that was a lot of chit chat just to say that, but just kind of giving a backstory on why I'm going to be doing that. But I'm so excited. So definitely stay tuned for that one. Okay, and then this is so random, but with a Christmas gift card that I got, I ordered a gel nail polish set, and I'm so excited to use it because I like having my nails done, but I don't love having to go get them done. I feel like it takes a lot of time. It's obviously very expensive, but then also if you don't do the gel nail polish, it comes off in like a day. At least for me it does. So I'm excited to try the gel nail polish because my sisters use it and they really like it. So once I actually sit down and try it, I'll share more hopefully, but I'm really excited. So anyway, just something random to share.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up?
All right, it's a new day. We are gonna get to decorating, but I have to dust first. I don't like dusting, but I got my Thrive order. So I figured I would just show you guys what I got. I don't remember what I got this time, but I remember feeling like it was kind of random, like a bunch of little bits of random stuff. So I figured I would share it with you guys. I do have a code, so I'll link it below and it'll give you, I think like 30% off your first order and a free gift. If you've been here, you know already some of the things I get. This is like my favorite taco seasoning and it's a good price. I stock up when I get it, but I got the Thrive Market brand taco seasoning. I also got Thrive Market organic bold and blackening spice blend. I've never tried it before, but it sounds so good. I feel like it would be really good on chicken or salmon. That sounds delicious. And then I also just got some garden ranch packets. You mix it up with sour cream and it makes homemade ranch. I do make my own homemade ranch a lot, but that's like even quicker and easier. So I just want to have some of that on hand. Okay, and then this is what my mom and sister-in-law have been using for a long time. It's Redmond's salt. Now, I do have my grinder, but I do like to also have pinching salt. So I just picked up some of this. Okay, and then they got some Purely Elizabeth grain-free vanilla almond butter nut granola. And I like this one because this one's keto friendly. Pretty much all of the stuff from her that I've tried is so good. I also got some dark chocolate chips, but this one is keto friendly. So I can add a few of those into different things. I also got some Dijon mustard. This stuff is good if you're making your own salad dressings or just on anything. 2 little coconut milks. And my plan for this, you can always add it into smoothies. It's a good source of like healthy fats. But I actually am planning to get back into making like chia seed pudding. And I want to do it with this because it's high in fat and low in carbs. So that's kind of my goal for that stuff and my plan for that. Okay, and then this stuff is truffle salt. I feel like truffle is, I love it or hate it flavor, and I actually don't love it on everything, but you know what I do love it on is popcorn, especially if you make your own homemade popcorn. Sprinkle this on it, try it. It's either gonna be like love or hate, but for me, I love it. Liam also loves it. Okay, see what I'm saying? Like, it's just a bunch of random things that I'm out of. I love pickles, and this is organic hot and spicy pickles. I actually don't know if I've ever had hot and spicy pickles, but especially when you're eating low carb, finding like crunchy things is so nice, and pickles are one of my faves. So hot and spicy sounds amazing because I love spicy food. And then I just got these two. So I have turkey sticks and beef sticks. They're both the Thrive Market brand. I have gotten the beef sticks several times, never gotten the turkey sticks. I don't know if they're new, but I've never seen them there. But Noah all the time, Mom, order more of these. So anyway, I went ahead and ordered another set of those. So that is my haul. Very random, but very good stuff. So anyway, I will link that deal below if you want to check it out, or you've been wanting to try out Thrive Market. They are like a membership based, kind of like Costco. So you basically buy your membership either monthly or yearly. I just do yearly because I believe it's $60 a year, and then you can shop there all the time and you get all the savings. Also, they do price matching. Oh, and then you can have it come every single month, like auto ship. I don't have that on. I just go in and order when I want something, and then that's all. So anyway, that's the option as well. But I'm gonna get this put away and then we'll go into dusting. I hope you're more excited than me because I'm not excited to dust. But I am excited to get everything decorated because now that the tree's gone and like there's not much on the shelves, it just does feel very lifeless in there, and I'm ready to have it feel more cozy again because I actually love the family room and like this little nook. It just feels warm and cozy when there's more than nothing in there.
Even if I try to leave, you still make me wanna stay.
One night, Noah wanted to like clean up just to kind of help me out. And so he recruited my mom as help, and they rolled all the blankets, a little bit different than I'm doing. They kind of like rolled and stacked them. But I thought, oh, that's actually really cute and nice because then you can just grab one at a time, but like it looks a little bit nicer and more put together. So it only takes like an extra minute maybe. So I think I'm just gonna start doing that.
To believe in the words that you say, but I can't be strong if you can't move on. Don't you think we've had enough of the trauma you bring? Ain't you tired of thinking we can get through anything? 'Cause I can't move on if you can't be strong. But every time I hear you say my name, it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime. We can run through fire and rain, but it always feels the same. And I waited for a lifetime. So you say you wanna change, but lately things have been the same. And it's my heart you're holding back again. And I can't be strong if you can't move on. Every time I hear you say my name, it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime. We can run through fire and rain, but it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime.
This is the white green cloth. I've shared it in the past, but I haven't shared it for a while. But I like it because all you do is get it wet, wring it out really good, and then you literally just wipe it down and it'll dry streak free.
For you to leave the past behind. We can run through fire and rain, but it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime. When I hear you.
Okay, so of course I have all these random thoughts, but one thing that I'm really excited about is I found some new place to display my plants, which is so nice because I really have liked having these like little plant shelves. I feel like I literally have no more room for any more plants. And one of my good friends, she has a ton of plants. It's amazing all the different kinds of plants that she has, and she's really good at propagating plants. And so anyway, she's given me some in the past and she has a few more that are almost ready. So I'm like, I need to figure out places to put these plants because I just think think they bring such life into spaces. And I found some new areas. So I'm gonna put some up on top of the windows, like the tall windows in the dining room and living room. And then I'm also going to put some on top of my cabinets in my kitchen, which I'm so excited about. I will definitely have to do ones that don't need to be watered as often, but it can just be part of my routine. Anyway, I know that's kind of random, but it's just getting me excited to decorate for spring. And then super side note, but I got some amazing, exciting news like maybe a week ago, and I'm excited to share that with you guys very soon as well. So lots of good things coming. Okay, so to decorate, I am just going to be pulling from the decor I have. I have decor that I've thrifted over the years, and some things I've done like thrift flips on. Some pieces I bought new over the years, but I've actually learned that I really like thrifting decor just because you can get more unique pieces. That's what I really like to do. And then I have different decor from decorating my old home and then also through Room Rescue, which I want to bring back and get into that again, but this just is not quite the season for that. And if you're new here, Room Rescue is basically where I would go to someone's home in the Phoenix Valley and do a room and rescue it basically. In the past, I've done like a bedroom, kitchen, living room, things like that. So I just have different decor pieces that I'll kind of bring in from the garage, and then I'll decorate in here, a little bit in the dining room and living room area over there. Now, if you want to see more of the decor that I have out there right now, I actually did like a garage declutter video, and then I reorganized all of the decor that I have, and I've already pulled from that to do like my sister's living room and things like that. So it's just like a place that I constantly am kind of pulling from. But if you don't have extra decor like that, what I always love to do is just take pieces from one area of your home and decorate it in another, and just moving it from one place to another and decorating it with different pieces ends up making it feel like a whole new space. So you can really do a lot and decorate your home on a budget without having to go out and buy a bunch of new stuff. Also, you can thrift, so you don't have to spend a ton of money on that. And of course, when you thrift your decor, you can do thrift flips. Let me know if you guys would like to see me do that more in the future, because I did that a lot in the past and I haven't done it in quite a while, but that's always something that I really love to do. But anyway, yeah, just kind of changing up your decor and moving it around and shifting it around like that actually makes a big difference. It can make your space feel like a whole new space without having to get new pieces. We're gonna start with this first and kind of see where this gets us. But this time I want to go like shelf by shelf. I usually just kind of, I start to go shelf by shelf, but I kind of jump around. But this time I want to show you guys and just focus on like one shelf at a time. But there's a few different things that I do, and I'll kind of explain that as we go. Okay, so obviously we have the two art shelves on either side of the TV and the TV stand. I don't decorate things like symmetrically. I kind of like the asymmetry of things. However, there is a rhyme and reason to not necessarily how to decorate, because you can kind of decorate how you want, whatever makes you happy, but like there are tricks and tips getting a space to look really pleasing to the eye. So one thing is, as you go shelf by shelf, depending on how large scale your items are, you can do like one large thing in the middle, or like two groupings, or you can do like three groupings, whatever kind of space you have. But then the next one, do the opposite. So like if I had one big thing right here, then I would do two on the next one, and then one single item or like one grouping in the middle on here, and then I would do like two groupings on the next one. Just like kind of moves your eye around a lot. The other thing is, anytime you can decorate in odd numbers, or especially in numbers of 3, it's going to be more pleasing to the eye. And then you'll notice as you look through my decor, I love texture. I do love a lot of neutral items, but anytime you can add texture, it's going to add a lot of interest to a space without actually adding a lot of like busyness, you know, like with a lot of different pops of color and stuff. And I do like to add more earthy tones, and so even though I do add some color, it'll mostly be things that you'll find in nature. So that's just like kind of my style, but whatever you want to do with that, obviously. If you get stuck, move on to the next place and then go back and just kind of rearrange until you like how it looks. We're gonna start with the top shelf. This one's my only one that I can put anything tall. So if I want something tall, I have to put it here. So let me check and see what tall stuff I have. All right, so I'm going to put an olive plant right here because one, it's too tall to fit in the other one. So I do want something like that over here. And also I don't have it up right now, but I am going to be putting my olive tree on that side. So I'm gonna be kind of balancing it out like that as well. So I don't wanna put like all of my greenery on this side and nothing on the other side. I wanna bounce it around as well. This is just a frame. Don't worry, I'll put something in it. And then another tip is to find picture frames. You can thrift these, you can get old ones, you can just move them from around the house, and then go onto Etsy, look up digital downloads, and then whatever style you want. So if you like a vintage look, if you like coastal, if you like boho, whatever it is, search that up, download whatever one you want. They're just a couple of dollars. You have the file forever, and then you can download them for, again, a couple of dollars at Walgreens or Walmart or wherever. Put them in your picture frames and it will change your space. It's very budget friendly and you can use them over and over again. And what I have been doing for years is I actually have a binder and then I just like go through. And I actually have them in seasons. So I have like spring and then summer and then fall. And then I even have like smaller ones too. But like this, for example, is what I'm talking about. Like this is just going to be a single grouping. Now, if I can find something small, I might put something small right here or right here because again, like threes, but it's not absolutely necessary. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing 2 groupings. So I have this cute travertine. I think it's travertine. It's like a decorative dish. This one's actually from Target. And then this candle, I've had it for a long time. So I actually never really light this candle. I think it looks like I maybe have once. I like the candle because if you go up to it, it does smell good, but I really like the ribbed, kind of scalloped, but kind of not. I don't know what you call that, but I'm gonna put this over here. And then I'm just gonna set some books up, and coffee table books are something you can find these actually at thrift stores all the time, or you can order them on Amazon. I'll link my favorite ones on Amazon, but they're so pretty just to look at, and you can pretty much find a coffee table book for whatever you want. I love homes and decor and things like that, so that's kind of what I lean towards. These are really cool and I've shared them in the past. This is a very budget-friendly option. I think it's like $20, but I don't remember for sure. But it comes in a pack of 4 or 5 and it looks really pretty. It's really nice. It's like an actual book, but on the inside, it's plain, but your kids can actually draw in this. Just tell them don't rip the pages out. And then you have like an art book for them, but it also doubles as decor. So here's some different options. Do something like that. I have this little guy. Okay, so I don't love it just because I feel like they're all a lot of very similar colors, which I know we're in neutrals, but this little bird, I thrifted it. I think it actually is to hold a little candle, but I painted it and then it looks so cute now. So I think I'm probably gonna go with that. Next, move on to shelf number 3. Okay, this is just kind of sitting here. But now again, so we have like our 1 cluster, we have a cluster of 2, and now on this side, I'm going to do again, like a 1 single cluster. I love putting out games like this. So I'm gonna put this right in the middle. I actually have another game. This is dominoes. And this is just one that, again, I thrifted. So I thought this was really cute. I'll put the bird on this side so it kind of crosses over that way. And you have another gold touch on this side. And then because both of these pieces are wood, I want to add something else lighter right here. So let me check and see what we got. I'm gonna do my double cluster. So I'm gonna put this vase. Okay, I think I'm gonna use more coffee table books, but these ones I'm just actually gonna stack. So this is where you have to just kind of play around with it. For this one, I might just do a big plant because it's a single grouping or a single item, but it takes up a lot of space because it's this wide fern. Although I don't like to have things perfectly symmetrical, I like things to be balanced. And so I have a light over here. And at Christmas time, it was nice because we had our pretty tree over here, but I won't have that anymore. So I Got this lamp a while ago from Target. I love it. I think it's so cute. It's just like the perfect little mini lamp. And if you can see, it has like nice texture on here and this warm, cute lampshade. Anyway, so I think I'm actually gonna try to put this up here so that we have a lamp over here and then a lamp over there. Okay, so I might actually end up just leaving it like this because it does kind of mimic the other side without being matchy-matchy. Over there I have the plant and then the larger picture frame, and then here we have the larger lamp and a picture frame right here. And I think I might just add this right there. This shelf always has my diffuser, and then this was just, I don't know, I thrifted it for $4. It looks like this is somebody's pottery piece that they kind of squished, and I just think that's so cool. Okay, now this is two different tips. Do you see how it kind of looks like it's just floating here? Like all the things, they don't really look like they go together because they're literally just kind of floating on the shelf. If you can ground them with a book or a tray or something like that, all of a sudden it will look like they are intentional. It's the same idea as a rug. If you just have a couch sitting in a room, it kind of looks like it's floating around. If you have a rug, it grounds the space. The other tip is if you go to restorationhardware.com, you can request one of their catalogs. Now, their items are really expensive, like $20,000 couches, but they are beautiful. And if you can find restoration hardware locally, like secondhand from Facebook Marketplace, a lot of times you can find it for good deals, and it is really, really good quality. But either way, these are great coffee table books. They'll send them to you for free. Watch the difference that this makes when I put this on a couple of books, and it just looks a little bit more put together. Okay, this shelf is actually just going to be a bookshelf. I want one long, steady stream going across. So just books and a couple of bookends will look really high-end and really nice. This, for example, is one of my very favorite books ever. It's Atomic Habits, but I took the dust cover off and now it looks really pretty, really simple, very aesthetically pleasing. All these books had a bunch of different colors and different designs and stuff to pop. But once you're in your home, you don't need it to grab your attention like that. And so I removed the book covers. They look much more sleek, much more simple, much more pleasing to the eye. And then I just kind of arrange them based on their height and the colors. I kind of move things around like that. And then you'll end up with a really pretty little book display. All right, moving on to almost our last shelf. I love this. Again, it has the texture of like the ribs right here and everything, but it also has like the color variation, which also adds texture. I'm gonna put this over here. Actually, I'm gonna put it over here because of the lamp up top. I wanna kind of balance that over here. So I think that's where I'm gonna put it. And then I just have a clock. I might shift this actually and put this up top. Maybe I'll put this one down here. Okay, so this is where I mean like pull back and look, but up here I have one piece and then like a standing piece and something in front of it. And if I left it like this, it's the same. It's like one piece right here and then a standing piece and something in front of it. So I can still do that, but I actually want to flip them. It will look less matchy-matchy. And I think that actually does do good right there. And I know I said I don't like to be matchy-matchy on stuff, but I do happen to have the exact same fern. This was from a thrift store, but originally it was from Target. So a lot of times I will find almost brand new Target items for dirt cheap at thrift shops. Just keep it in mind when you go to thrift shops. Like if you like the Target decor, a lot of times you can find it secondhand, just as long as you're okay with being like a couple of seasons out. I'm gonna put this on the bottom. It will match that side, but I think it'll actually be real pretty. Okay, let's step back and look. And then I think for like the summer and the spring, I'm just going to have fresh flowers for the centerpiece up here. But I have to go get some. Okay, this is a stand I found at the thrift store. And then I got this bowl from Facebook Marketplace, but I got this chess set actually from Amazon. It's nice because it's marble, so it looks really pretty. It's also durable, so it won't just break. But we've played a lot of games of chess with this set. And then these I found at a thrift store in Montana when I was helping my mom, and I thought these were so pretty. This I ended up finding out later was just from TJ Maxx because it had a sticker on the bottom, but this one is like an authentic pottery piece. Now this piece I actually had found, and I was gonna use it at in my sister's living room, but we didn't end up using it there. But this was from the thrift store for $15. I know I feel like I used to get bugged like, oh my gosh, everybody else has the best thrift stores, but really it's just that you've gotta go in and like look with an open mind, and then it's kind of just like, it's gotta be a little bit of a hobby, and like you're willing to go and find nothing one day, and then one day you hit the jackpot and you find like 3 or 4 or 5 things. So how pretty is this? And what I love about mirrors is they're not just like, this isn't really like a super practical mirror spot, but it will bounce light around and just kind of make the space feel more open. I don't completely love this, but I think that the cords are messing me up a little bit, and I don't know. I'll figure it out a little bit later, but for now it's okay. It's pretty good. Alrighty, you guys, that about wraps up today's video, and it feels so good to have the house just feeling put together because it feels nice after you take all of the Christmas and holiday decor down, but it also kind of feels empty, you know what I mean? And so I'm just so happy to have everything kind of put back together, even though it's not exactly how I'm kind of wanting it all. It's good, and it'll get us through until spring, and I cannot wait for spring decorating. That'll be coming very soon, which, by the way, let me know in the comments, what is the weather where you're like? Here in Arizona, it pretty much can't decide if it's cold and you need a jacket, or we're into good spring weather. It's almost hot and warm some days. I don't know. It's just doing its own Arizona thing, which I'm pretty much used to. But anyway, I hope you guys have an incredible rest of the day. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your time with me today. It really does mean so much more than you realize. I know we are all busy, and so the fact that you choose to spend your time with me just means a lot. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week, and I will see you guys right back here next week for a Dollar Tree organized video. I'm excited for it. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.